All right, man. It looks like we are about to get the show on here. Iowa versus Penn State. He was able to get win this block over Wisconsin. Put them on the Heartland Trophy. Going looking at this schedule real quick. Looking at the preview right now. Maybe. All right, so according to the preview, looks like matchup predictor is in favor of overwhelmingly for the Lions. For the last 5 games, they have gone 3-2. And their defense is solid, 94 rated. And my last 3 games, I have gone 2-3. So coming in with a little bit of an edge in his favor, majorly. But we're gonna see what we're able to do. We left no doubt versus Wisconsin. We had to keep that in there. And the fact that we're hosting this game, we have home field, but
this would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hawkeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Singleton. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Immediately fires to the middle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give from the gun. Powers through the defender.
got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Caught over the middle. It's Ross. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. They'll try the run. Fights off the defender. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Quickly complete. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Give to the running back. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Unloads it left. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look. So there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. That's caught. It's Pena. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Iowa has the ball back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Moulton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Penn State! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down. And you see guys leading into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on hat to go get that first.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Brown will throw it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And the Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up. First period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Gill. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Fears the pressure. Hit as he throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
Offense facing 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Dead center perfectly.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. That's a fumble on the play. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
And the Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He'll throw it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They boot it away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Looking for more room. The tag. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State.
Touchdown, Penn State.
Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The ball back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Hawkeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Brown wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Thrust that arm out. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Brown will throw it. He's got the back in the middle. Lowers those pads. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, you just know that offense, they try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Makes the catch. It's Pena. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Aller. Finds his man, it's Singleton. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dropping back, it's Aller. On the run, still looking. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Caught near the sticks. It's Pena. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 once more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Bang it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running back searching for a hole.
Brings up second down.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Brown wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Hard running there. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Motion from the wideout. Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. It's complete. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, the receiver right now is just living rent-free in that cornerback's head. Early in the game, caught a bunch of in-breaking routes. Now he catches the corner route. He can run the entire route tree, and right now, he's just running wild.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Patterson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It's a draw. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Hawkeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Finds his tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Fighting off the defender. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. Makes it past the marker. Rams him with the stiff arm. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
17.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the counter play here. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Off the play fake. Dances away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Looking for space. It's Washington. Runs through the tackle. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. Brown wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Phillips. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Here we go. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. From the gun, wants to pass. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Iowa! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The hand to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the ground with the back. There he goes.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Tight end now in motion. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Line getting set on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Allen. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
G5, here I go. G5 here. At least I know what my team can do and what they can't do. And I don't have to worry about all the other BS that comes with it.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
But let me tell you, man, this is the Bradysenior.
Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times.
This LA is just depressing. I know I can't compete against this one. But it is. Both turnovers in the beginning. And I want to say all of them were big sixes. Go touchdowns too. It's the first place. There you go. Those two big touchdowns. Yeah, so 21 points or 18 points. Strictly. 26. About what? 25. So, make mistakes and maybe a totally different game. But it's all good. Let's get this past man. Get on our way. There you go. Brown, I don't want to go down the That'll do it, man. That was by far just an experience right there. It's like BMG finally. Hopefully back with my boys. This is it. That's all I'm saying.